Okay. That man plays well.
Yeah. Where Will at?
Will Reedy.
Yeah.
That man's looking for you, boy.
Man, shut up. Ain't nobody need you to talk for him.
He in here, that man for you. And that man, you fly.
Yes, sir.
I'm playing with it, you know that, right? Hey, you need us win, that man. You're in the same division.
Yeah.
And then you need to be project next week. Right now, you need to focus on Will. I believe you and the Colts, huh? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck, bro.
Eric's not even in here. Are you looking for Eric?
Let me see who play. I think he played Doughboy.
Yeah, he do.
Let me see.
Eric got all 15 minutes, dude.
Yeah, let me tell him.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Charles, don't answer no more. He online. Just leave a time. You left the time.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
We ain't chasing nobody.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
All right. I'm getting them right now.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, these dimensions, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
He ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back.
Damn, that didn't take long.
Back to throw. Escape to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Come on, let's go!
On play action, they'll throw.
Wood checking this truck.
On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
Yeah.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked at the 13-yard line. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there. It's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
He'll look to throw. Broken tackle. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. David Irving coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They're going crazy, man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
They'll set up to throw. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A beautiful fake. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Yeah, you can go further up.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't see nothing here, so what I'm a screenshot. I'm sending it myself right now.
Y'all do have a, if y'all go and take the time to look, y'all do have a group chat message.
Don't want that.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh, y'all say y'all can see something.
No, what it was, he said he had froze up, but he never sent anything. He never showed up on my screen or nothing.
Game on the first 2 plays didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd.
You ready, Woods? Okay, then let me know when you're ready.
You see it, Will? Oh, okay.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation.
I tell you what, I'm about ready to put your ass on mute. I ain't not listening to you.
That motherfucker crazy. That motherfucker crazy.
Too late at night to listen to this bullshit he talking.
Throw, but incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
This is taken at
You should go join. He need to go join. He need to go join the circus. They need a lot of clowns.
You really would? We can count to 3. I'm gonna count it out.
Yeah, I thought.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside.
Man, let me put on white shit. You put on the damn color.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
Yeah, you put on.
They can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got on red, white, blue, and red. If you want to do anything. Yeah, I'll keep the white on.
Charles Davis on Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things
Go ahead,
out.
Hold up. No.
Okay, I count it out. 1.
No, you got blue.
2.
No, you got
3.
white and red on. Oh, that's all red right there. All red. All right.
Oh, let me turn my stick down.
Man, I gotta meet y'all till I get through this game.
Catch here, left side, Thomas.
I don't want to hear no Brady shit.
To the 30 when it's all said and done. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out through.
Yeah.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to improvise. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Woods.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This game finna freeze. And so, since you've been gone,
take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
you can take a picture of it and then put it in our group chat. If you don't take a picture, put the words in there. Type the words in there. And then I'll send it again.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Yeah, when they do this shit.
Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards.
You'll see it. I'm going to put it in now.
3 red zone trips have yielded
you need to do it.
Goals for them to this point.
You got 10 minutes to do
for
it.
something more on
Either
2nd
type
and
it
here.
or either
They're going to look to throw.
Or Oh, you put the screenshot
Hit
in
there
there.
altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense?
Okay, then just type, just basically say,
first down is what you're aiming for.
first quarter, 0-0,
Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
game froze.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
I hit the screenshot
They
button
come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
on the left-hand side.
He'll look to throw.
Yeah. Yeah, at the top, that little skinny thing.
Just keeping the play alive. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Packers on 3rd down.
Next,
2 for 5
scroll,
to this
scroll,
point.
yeah,
This
scroll
is
on the
3rd and
messages.
goal.
And then you'll see your thing that's going to where it says Robert Woods and
Steps away to
or
his
you'll
left.
see my name and Aries.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra
And then we
defensive
got
backs on
close
the
out.
field and covered up
Yeah, then you
essentially
close your
every blade of
application.
grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yeah.
And Crosby puts it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll start the drive.
I'm starting mine. I'm waiting.
He'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2nd down, Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, we count to 3. You ready? Oh, let me
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack.
Oh, check your settings. And check the depth chart just to be safe.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So Prescott and the Cowboys now
Hold on,
with a
let me
first
see
and
something.
10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott.
Okay.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good
Okay,
about
1,
it. Only people celebrating,
2,
the
3.
guys who just gave up that play.
All right. Is what?
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Prescott now on second down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again to Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Go to 54, go to 54, line.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. Intended that time for Cooper. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception.
Green Bay got it.
Terrific play, taking the ball
Green Bay
away.
and blitz.
Looked like they were starting a
Hey man, did you
still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on too.
No doubt about it. They're excited
Huh?
about where they are in this game.
what?
Yeah, we started playing, but the game froze up.
Drive in the air. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to record another sack. Their sixth.
I'm not gonna try that no more. Might freeze up my jump all line next time. But
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
what play?
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, I got about 4 or 5 different ones
This
there.
time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation.
I got one. I got 2 or 3 in the shotgun. I got one under the center. So there's no telling when that overlock comes.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No. I'm gonna reroute some of that shit.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position.
Shit, cause when I got ready to throw that while ago, you were back there so fast. I said, God damn, he coming. And I was looking for you to come because I didn't know you were gonna blitz. And then you come back there mighty fast.
Packers touchdown.
Shit. I threw that ball on the run. Shit.
Field as they take it in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25.
You're dumb.
A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Blue right there with a motherfucker look like they're ready to go work with them damn big ass shoulder pads on.
In this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now?
I kind of like this coach team, man. I don't know how much I'm gonna win with them, but I kind of like them.
Maybe turn to the running game, or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
Oh no, you can't make me not like him.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Cooper was the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tell Bob Wood he ain't got all day.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A second down throw for Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they
Yep,
struggled.
you were wrong.
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Uncorks one for... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That motherfucker spin all the way around. Ain't caught now.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
We got four pretty good players on them, man. We got Chopper, we got you, me, and Bob Woods. Bob Woods, all right, man.
He's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
You're going to tear down the head out of the show.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Johnson. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, And they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The give is to Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Clinton Dix there for the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott now. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Jumping it off for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it with Johnson.
Thanks, man.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team. Because
he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
What's up?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here go 46, 46.
Shit, no.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This a 33-yard attempt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
26.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
What? Barbara Woods is beating Blue 21-0. Holy shit.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
This is too good to be true.
Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Shit, how's O.J. Howard doing
yards
for you?
that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running
Was it
back.
21-0? Seems like he ain't doing no.
This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
See, Mojo ain't doing a thing for him right now.
Hell no, but 21-0, he ain't doing a damn thing. I don't even know if he's out there.
They are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That
one goes for 36 yards.
Big padding on his line.
Shit, that's on all of them.
I think it protects him from injury.
It's Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
I think that's why he does. I think that's why he has
Prescott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys get a bit
It does
closer.
help, though. It helps my quarterback, though. I mean, when I was running with Jameis in my first game, I mean, he was running off of everybody. He was deflecting tackles and everything.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, wow.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
That
Green
was
Bay getting ready to go as
motherfucker.
they take the field.
I'm gonna roll
They
out
have the
again.
big
They
lead
won't
here
quit
late. They
shit,
protected
man.
their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Are you 1-0?
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the
You
down.
1-0?
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I was.
Are
I
you
definitely
1-0
was.
by
But
the
as
way?
you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Flex round! Flex round!
Oh, you get. Oh, this is one of them revenge games
Come
here.
on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Can't cover one coming up.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
can't cover
And
one.
forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Time to go back to the drawing board.
Hey, he got O.J. Howard, but he didn't have the much.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And Johnson
He
lost the
wanted O.J.
football. It's
Howard, but
loose,
didn't
pumped
help
out.
him.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And No one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Bob, we're trying to dominate, ain't it?
Heading back out and ready to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled.
Now,
Do they try to put
mother,
together something here at the end
still
just to take
asleep.
it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
They'll start running the right way. Don't be 35 now.
And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback.
Shit, you gotta mix it up, too.
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah,
he got an all-star team.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
It froze up. I'm not. Yeah, it's raining here. I'm not playing no more while it's freezing. Next time I might go offline. I might go offline altogether. Shit.
Back near his goal line. It's Prescott. And finds a man on a crossing route.
Let's go ahead, Showers and Dunn's on here, so I ain't taking that shit, man.
So that one will be accepted.
Damn.
So
hey, don't read in everything you see, man. That ain't the real Bobby Woods. I don't know who that is.
On this one is the fair catch, a signal for and taken.
But though he ain't that damn good now. Come on. He all right, but he ain't that damn good.
Go on.